The car we're working on today is a 2005 Nissan Altima. We're going to be changing a fuel pump. First thing you'll want to do is shut the car off and drain the fuel pressure. What you'll want to do is the next thing is remove the fuel pressure. You're going to come up in here and access that 15 to the far right on the bottom. Pull that out, let the car run until it dies, and then crank it a few more times to ensure there's no pressure left. After the fuel pressure's died off, you can come back and remove the seat. There's tabs right here that you'll pull out on to pop the seat up. There's one on each side, and then you can remove the bottom portion of this seat. After we have the seat removed, we'll come down here and access the top of the fuel pump by twisting these 4 fasteners here. You can use pliers, or little Phillips just fits in there, and you can turn them quite easily. After you have your wires removed, you can go ahead and disconnect both of your fuel lines. These will have clips. You'll have to actually, it's very hard to show with one hand, but you have to push it forward a little bit, depress these 2 clips, and remove the hoses. If this helps for anyone right here, this is what you're doing. After you have your fuel lines removed, you can come down and remove your lock ring. Kent Moore makes a tool for this. It's the J46214. Once you have your lock ring removed, you'll see that the fuel pump will pop up out of the car. Go ahead and remove your lock ring, and then get a drain pan close by to immediately pull this out of the car and put it right into the drain pan. After you have your old pump out, you can go ahead, remove this seal, drop on a new one, and then go ahead and install your fuel pump. So after you have your new fuel pump dropped in, it's also easier to put the solid back part of the pump in first and then drop the float in to get it down. You'll turn it 180 degrees, lean on top of it, and then you can install your lock ring. You know, not really with one hand, with 2, but you'll go down like that, and then you can lock it in with your Kent Moore tool. After you have your fuel pump installed, the next thing you'll have to do is remove this from the old fuel pump and install that over this collar here, just like that. And then you can clip this fuel line on all the way on, and that's what really keeps it locked in. This one just goes on without anything extra. And then finally this. You can put your cover plate back on. Just make sure these are twisted in the right direction. Lock these down. And then go throw in the 15 amp fuse back into the box under the hood and test the fuel pump out. After you come back to the car to test out the fuel pump, prime it a few times before you go to start the car. Final thing you can do is come back and put the bottom seat pad in, feed all your belt buckles through, and then you're done. Leave all the windows down because the car's going to stink.